Hey y'all, so I'm back. This one is going to be a short one because I've given y'all like two 15-minute vlogs the past 2 days, but this one is going to be a short one. So come on in here. Let's see what we're going to talk about tonight. I think I already told y'all, but let's see what we're going to talk about. Okay, so I'm fixing my dinner tonight. Tonight I'm having chicken tender wraps for dinner. Something quick and simple. Everybody else is going to have the same thing, except for I'm going to do grilled chicken tenders, and we're going to do it quick and simple. So they're going to do like the Tyson and frozen chicken tenders. I'm about to put them in the air fryer for a little bit, and then wrap them up, and that's going to be dinner. So hold on one second. All right, so last night I think we left off with me telling you guys about losing my hair. So that's what we'll start off with. So I don't know what made me realize. I do know what made me realize my hair was falling out. I was getting just sickly, you know? And like I said before, I had a lot of times where I could not hold anything down. So in the midst of all that stuff, taking my vitamins daily and all that, I realized my hair was falling out. And it wasn't being polite about it either. So here's the chicken tenders, as you can see. And they're just the Tyson crispy chicken strips. I'm just gonna put these in the air fryer. I'm gonna turn my chicken tenders. Okay, so I got those in the air fryer and grilling my chicken tenders. And I'll start cutting my tomato.
Oh,
You're fine. And my lettuce.
I was like, oh, okay.
I like veggies. I like my veggies. So, and I always get picked on for calling them veggies too, but I don't like them. So I got my tomatoes. So yeah, losing my hair. Okay, so in the midst of the depression of being sick every day, I started losing my hair. And let me tell you, it was not fun. My hair started coming out, and I was like, because I was going through so much anyway, I mostly kept my hair in a ponytail. So because of that, I just found it. I've always had trouble with my hair. Always had trouble with my hair. Not that I had trouble. I had a lot of hair, but I always had trouble trying to figure out how to maintain it. So for me, my hair was like a huge part of my identity, and I was just going through stuff with it anyway. Just because, hey, I always felt like at least I had good hair, you know. If I was a bigger girl, at least I had like nice hair. I feel like I had nice hair, but I always struggled on what to do with it, and that was my like point of like, what am I going to do with my hair now that it's falling out? Nobody told me about that, and I wish somebody had told me that I was going to start losing my hair. Nobody said anything because I would have been prepared for it mentally, but because I didn't know anything about it, I couldn't prepare myself for it. So along with the body dysmorphia, I also had hair loss. So I remember just calling my sister one day and just telling her I wanted to cut it off. And she shaved one side and cut my hair off. And that wasn't enough for me. Then Brandon and I started going to the barbershop and getting haircuts together. And that was like a cool like bonding moment because we'll both go to the barbershop and get haircuts. Here lies the issue when you're going through a life change and your hair starts falling out. The more weight I lost, the more hair I cut. I cut a lot of hair off, y'all. A lot. And it was one point where my sister was like, how low do you want it cut? And I remember one day, he was like, how low do you want to cut? And I was like, yeah, just cut it low. Like I started off with this inspiration picture in which like what goal I wanted my hair to look like. And she did pretty good with it. And my sister is a licensed cosmetologist too. But yeah, so I remember like telling her, oh, I want to cut down. And one day she cut it. And I got mad. But I was mad at myself because I asked her to cut it low. And I remember I was like, I'm not cutting it no more. But I just remember like my identity being tied in my hair for so long and not knowing like who I was, and my hair was the one thing I could control, that I just felt like, you know, the more weight I lose, the more hair I can like chop off and it will be okay. And for a while it was okay until I lost control of it and I lost control of who I was. So I decided that I wasn't going to cut it anymore, and I stopped cutting my hair. Then once my hair started growing back, I had to figure out what to do with it. So I got braids, but my hair follicles were still weak. And I remember this one last time going to get my hair braided. I was getting braids and crochets. And I remember this one last time going to get my hair braided, and I was talking to the lady that does my hair. She's a lady that actually started my sister's locks, and if our family ever needed our hair braided, she would braid our hair. And I just remember talking to her about locking my hair. And at that point, my sister had already locked her hair. Destiny was like the first one in the family to lock her hair. So I was just talking to her, and I was like, I've been thinking about it. And she was like, now's the time. Your hair is already short. It's long enough to lock. It's not going to look crazy. You're going to look beautiful. You should do it. And I still procrastinated. And then it was right before Christmas of 2019, 2020. I think it was during the pandemic. I locked my hair. I finally locked my hair. And I have been happy ever since. My hair has been strong. My hair has been healthy. I've not had any issues with my hair. But the issues I did have with my hair all my life, I finally figured it out, and everything was good. But it was just the point that I had to go through all of that during weight loss and figuring out what was going on with my hair. Like every time I would like comb or brush my hair, it would just be globs of hair coming out. And I was like, this something ain't right. You know, it's already hard in life, like dealing with your hair, especially for Black women, because there's so much like stigma around hair and what we can do with our hair and what's professional and all that stuff. But it was like, once I cut my hair off, I felt like this freedom. That's why I think I kept cutting it. I just felt like this freedom. But it was like, at first I was in denial, because I was like losing a major part of my life, because this also separated me from who I was previously, which was a big girl with nice hair. And I was kind of like, I was scared because it was a new point. I was at a new turning point. So yeah, that is kind of like, it's not a lot of a story. It's just, I remember waking up one day and just seeing sink full of hair. And I remember Brandon just talking about this hair everywhere. Like there was hair everywhere. There's hair all over the bathroom all the time. I was having a hard time with it. So like I said, not much of a story time, but nonetheless a story time. I'll show you guys the finished product of my wrap, and then I will go ahead and wrap it up for this evening, because I told y'all it was not going to be a long vlog. In the meantime, I will see you guys tomorrow with another story time, and I'll have to figure out if I'm going to continue talking about weight loss. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll make a video based on the questions that you have. I'll make a video based on that. But if not, I'll probably switch over to another subject. Like I said, this is going to be a month of getting to know me, and I'm having fun with this. So if y'all have questions for me, just please drop them. All right, bye fam.
And I don't like to show my face or shop a line in the mall, then I'm overlooking. No. And one thing that's what got uncertain, and I know can't fuck with y'all again, yeah, it's like that. I know I put off my walls and that bitch talking to the wall again, yeah. And I hit back up on my stuff, you know how I gotta let you hold again, No one said it would be easy, you gon' stumble, get up, fall again. And here's a ring I can't pick up cause I ain't for it. You just call again. But you expect me not to dump when I'm this tall. You know I ball again. And I just wanna feel that feeling that I felt. So all again. That was Sanjay.